Try this again. Hi guys, welcome back or to the channel. Thank you so much for coming. It's awesome and amazing to have you here. If this is your first time here, please consider smashing that subscribe button. And thanks so much. What am I doing? Doing a live. Well, trying to build a hobo stove. Crazy, I tell you. Hopefully you can all hear me. Thanks, Mike, for coming. So, I'm going to be honest, guys. This is not my design. I have seen this design a few times. My awesome, amazing neighbor, Paul, the one that has that amazing van, the Volkswagen bus that you've seen some videos on, and there's still way more videos to come with that, has helped me with this. He was actually here today to help me set this stuff up. It's an amazing, amazing guy, guys. If you haven't checked out those videos, please check out the ones on the Volkswagen bus. If you're here, that means you might have seen, you might have actually seen the wacko thumbnail. And you know what? I couldn't keep it all on. I tried. I couldn't do it. It just wouldn't do it. But, oh, man. You know, a little nervous. Not going to lie. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Mike, can you hear me okay there, my friend? I hope you guys can hear me. And I hope there's not too much of an echo. I'm trying to run multiple cameras here. I've never done this before with multiple cameras, so for whatever reason, the other camera, let's see if I can turn that down without messing anything up. Just one sec. There we go. I think I've managed to do that. Let's just turn it down a little bit more. Whoop, wrong way. Awesome, Mike. Thank you so much for letting me know. There we go. So, what are we doing today? We're going to build a hobo stove. Why? For two things. One of Marcy's favorite saying is, save the propane, cook on a flame. The other reason we're going to build a hobo stove is because wood. You use so much wood. If it's just you want to cook something small, keep yourself a little warm, which reminds me, I've got one amazing video of a hobo miniature stove video that's going to be coming out. So if you haven't rang that notification bell, you may want to, because I'm going to try and post that one out later on this week. It's going to be lots of fun. The whole idea. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you for coming. This wood should last easy 3 days, I'm guessing. They're all cut at 6 inches. So this means this little bucket of wood you're going to be able to cook with, heat up water on, use a cast iron frying pan. We may get Marcy to bring out a cast iron frying pan just to show you how easy this is going to fit on there. So I'm glad you guys are here to hang out with me and have some fun. Feel free. Lego blocks. They are. They're like little blocks. I know I could be building something out of this. I have to get Paul back here and we'll build something because, you know, he seems to be my right-hand guy when it comes to helping me out with all this stuff. Feel free to chat, have fun, get to know each other. That's what it's all about. I'm actually surprised so far this is working out. It's amazing. I'm actually quite excited. I was nervous to begin with, but now I start chatting because I'm a little chatterbox apparently whenever we start doing these, and now I'm chatting. Marcy will be popping in or hanging out or something in a little bit. She's just tied up right now. But awesome. So here's what we're going to do. There's a couple things you need. One, I've seen people do this with soup cans. I've seen people do this with coffee cans. I've seen people do this with paint cans. I've seen people do this with big pots, aluminum pots or whatever it may be. And all they do is they make a little stove, easy to carry around. You don't have to worry if there's a campfire or anything like that around. And I think you can probably get away. Don't quote me because I don't want any phone calls or emails saying I was wrong. When there's a fire ban on, it's classified as not an open fire, but you have to check with your local restrictions on whatever that means. So saying that, I can't use a coffee can because for whatever goofy reason, all our coffee cans Most of them are plastic or cardboard around here. And well, if I use a cardboard coffee can and make a hobo stove out of it, it'll probably light really easy, but I don't think it's going to last very long. So can't do that. A soup can, I may want to try the soup can thing just out of a curiosity because the soup can's so small, just get a large soup can. Maybe we'll try that. Might be fun to do. So the first thing you need is a paint can. Any paint can will do. If you have an old paint can, make sure you clean it all out. If you want, go buy a new paint can. What I suggest you do is transfer all this paint into another paint can. Use this paint can or the other paint can, whatever you want. A paint can, just any paint can. You have a paint can, don't you? If you don't, I'm sure you can find one. Oh, there's Mrs. Marcy right now coming out with Miss Little Finley. So once you've cleaned it all out, and I'm really good at cleaning paint cans out, your paint can is going to look like this. You're going to take the
Lego box.
Marcy's out here. She's going to help read some of the comments because, you know, well, Jenga. Jenga would be fun with those too.
Oh yeah, if you cut them all, if you got any left over, we may have to do a Jenga.
So Marcy's out here. She's going to help read some of the comments because I can't actually see too many of the comments right now. So she's going to help see them because I've got so many things running. If you guys could see the disaster I've got going on right here.
Oh, you guys. So our neighbor gave us the use of his buddy heater because it's really cold here.
So yeah, we are out in the shop today. So Paul, he did bring over such an amazing guy. He brought over his big buddy heater, not just the little one that we've got, the big
Thank
buddy
goodness,
heater,
it's
and a big bottle of propane. So he's helping keeping it warm in here. So once you get it all cleaned out and you're amazing like I am, your paint can's going to look like this.
amazing like you are.
Your paint can's going to look all shiny once you take the label off, and then you're going to open it up, and it's going to look all nice and clean in there, like you just washed it out or something, and you just spend a little bit of time cleaning it, getting it all spit shined in there, or do what I did and just buy a coffee can for a couple bucks, or a paint can for a couple bucks.
Can, great deal, $2.99. Like seriously,
Two-
how can you go wrong?
Yeah, here in Canada, it was only $2.99.
Hey, it's worth not having to clean out whatever other can you got, in my opinion.
Marcy, you need silk long underwear, Marcy. Keep you warm.
Silk is not going to do it.
Silk is not going to do it? No. Oh, she's going to come over and say hi.
Silk is not going to do it. No, it's got to be like flannel, like footsies, the whole thing. Yeah, I get cold way too easy.
Those onesies I would wear. Okay, guys.
I'm gonna go camp. He's going to take me camping.
Mike, I got a question for you, buddy. Would you wear in cold weather, don't be embarrassed, it's just me and you talking, and anybody else that may be watching. So here's a question for you. Would you wear a onesie? Would you wear a onesie with the little feet and everything to keep you warm? I'm just curious, right?
You would.
I still would. I know it sounds silly. I would still wear a onesie. It's going to keep me warm.
Coming to a vlog near you.
Coming to a vlog near you, Corey in a onesie. That's embarrassing. I'm just saying.
Like you ever get embarrassed. Did you see the outfit we did him last night for the picture, you guys?
Did you guys like that thumbnail? That was a pretty awesome thumbnail.
It was fun. I have some pictures.
Mike does long johns.
Yeah, long johns work. They're fun. They're cozy.
Mike does long johns. I know, onesie, long johns, whatever. Long john. I don't even own a pair of long johns. I don't even own.
If you did, I would have stole them by now.
You would have stolen the long johns.
Yes. Because right now, currently, I'm standing in front of the buddy heater because it's cold.
Okay, so.
That's the hobo campfire to keep me warm.
Hobo stove to keep Marcy warm.
And not only that, but really, when you go camping, you use a lot of wood.
You do.
If you just want to make coffee in the morning, which is usually the first thing I want in the morning is a cup of coffee, it'll take a while to start a big bonfire, don't you think?
I think it'll take a long time.
It takes a long time and a lot of wood, and by the time you get it heated, you can make coffee. This is going to be perfect because this will be quick and less propane. Actually, no propane.
So, which
Really
means
cool.
it would be save the propane.
Cook on a flame.
There you go, Marcy's favorite saying. Save the propane, cook on a flame. Guys, if you haven't smashed that thumbs up, I'll wait. I've got time. No, I'm just joking. Okay, guys, so $2.99.
Oh, Chantel. Chantel did the makeup, Kathleen. Chantel is our kind of daughter-in-law. I mean, they're not they're having a baby. Chantel, she does like all kinds of makeup stuff, and she's really good at it. And I think I'm not sure who enjoyed it more, me or her, because I got to watch when she was doing it, and he was not happy. Well, he was happy, but he's like, "Oh my God, there's stuff in my face."
It was
a little bit of.
It was pretty funny. Marcy took some pictures of me putting that, having that makeup put on. It was pretty amazing. Awesome. Van Life with Gina, thank you so much. I think I see that notification that you shared us out. Thank you guys. If you can share us out, that'd be even better. Feel free to share us out. I would greatly appreciate it. Marcy would. So I chat a lot. You know,
not anymore. I chat way more than you.
I don't even know how I managed to make it through these lives because apparently I chat a lot.
That's what you're supposed to do though at a live. If you don't talk, then what the hell's going to happen? Nothing.
I know. I'm just a chatterbox.
Here, you're going to get this sucker built or what?
We're going to build it.
Build it.
Build it and they will come. No, build it and you have a fire. So, paint can. Clean it out like I did. Make it all nice and shiny, or do what I really did and buy one. $2.99. Probably cheaper where you are because we live in Canada and everything's really expensive here. Marcy decided to turn on another heater because she's freezing. Hopefully you guys don't hear that too much. Okay.
Can you hear my other heater? I'll turn it off.
No, it's all good. So here's what we're going to do. This is the can, and I cannot tell a lie. I was, you know, a little nervous about doing this video live. Paul, my awesome neighbor, came over, knocked on the door,
Oh, thank God for Paul.
and said, he said to me, he goes, "Corey, what the hell are you doing?" No, he didn't say that. He came over and he decided that he would help me out. And we started to prepare some of this because I don't want to take up all your time. So what it is, this little hobo stove, it's really cool. So all you do is take some paint can, and what we have done is there's a piece of tape on top here. So hopefully you guys can see that. There's a piece of tape right on top, and it is marked out. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on that. I promise. There you go. Whoa. She's tangled. Wait, she's tangled on all the cords. Don't let her out. She's going to pull stuff out. No. She goes.
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, little Miss Finley decided that she was going to get tangled on all the cords. Yeah, that extension cord. So if you can see, this tape is actually marked out by my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Mr. Paul, that these are, oh, I got to go backwards. Oh, there we go. So what it actually says here, it's 2 inches apart for the top and bottom. We're going to put holes all the way along the bottom, holes all the way along the top, which is going to allow air in. They're 1/2-inch holes. So we've gone ahead and we just used, to save some time, we have just used a hole punch or a nail punch. This is just spring loaded, so whatever you want to call it, this is what we decided to use. Why? And you know what? This isn't mine. You know why? I have next to no tools.
That's not true.
I do have tools, but we call my neighbor Paul.
He has lots of tools, but Paul, hardware store Paul, has every single tool you could ever need to do anything.
It's a big joke. We say it's Paul's hardware store because if you need it, he's got it. Doesn't matter what it is. Awesome guy. So there we go. So this is what we've done so far. And then all you're going to do is you're going to draw out where you'd like your little opening to go, of where you're going to put your wood, stuff like that. And you can see, and also let more air in. So it is 3.5 inches wide by 2 3/4 inches long. So if you can see that, that's going to be the little door that we're going to have. Yeah, we're actually going to finish building this while we're here. I know.
That's the idea.
It's crazy. So if I end up cutting my finger off because this is a metal can,
don't worry, I'll take over.
Marcy's going to have to finish it, and
I can do it.
I'll be one finger less. That just might happen. Just so if you're not interested in a hobo stove, stick around to see if I cut my fingers off. I'm joking. I hope not to cut my fingers off. So there are some holes already pre-drilled. I try to save a little bit of time. So all we're going to do is we're going to take this can off, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need real quick. What thing you need? If you haven't figured it out, you need a paint can.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. Everyone needs a neighbor like the hardware store Paul. They do. Especially nowadays. You don't see that very often, so it's really cool.
Everybody, yeah, like Marcy said, if you guys can hear her, Everybody needs a hardware store. You will need some ash screen, which is expandable metal. And there's many, many different words for it. But this is actually going to go on the bottom to catch some of the wood. Don't let the wood go through and let the ash go through. It's also going to stop in front of the door.
You're showing it here.
I am. Yeah, go look. Look. Marcy's my producer. Marcy's my producer. So you need an ash screen. So that's one thing that you need, okay? You need a coat hanger. I don't know where you live, but around here, it's hard to find a metal coat hanger. So a metal coat hanger that you can make into little rods. You can see that right there. You could use welding rods, but I don't recommend it, especially in a fire. But, you know, I wonder what would happen if you use that. But yeah, so a coat hanger, you're just going to cut those down. You're going to need some bolts.
Yeah, that's way better.
You're going to need some bolts there, okay? You're going to need some washers and some nuts and some lock washers. I'll show you why, because we're going to use Justin and Christina's RVs. Thank you for coming. So you're going to want that for some feet. And then you're going to need a drill. You're going to need a paint can. You're going to need a step bit if you're lucky enough and you've got Paul's hardware store just down the street. This little step bit makes it so much easier to drill holes the way you want it. And if you want to steal his tools, you can, but remember, he probably knows where you live. Okay, I recommend getting a marker, right? I know this is the boring part, but this is kind of what you're going to need. A tape measure, some other drill bits, and cutting tools, wrenches, all that fun stuff. So let's get this going. I also recommend some gloves. We are working with metal here, boys and girls.
Safety first, safety first.
Some safety glasses, because safety on Campin' and Clammi's YouTube channel is our #1 priority.
Because I will injure myself always.
Because Marcy seriously will kind of injure herself. So
I'm used to it. It's all right.
Safety first is our #1 priority. And plus, don't I look good in these? Huh? Like, I could model these safety glasses. No? Okay. So let's get this going. Let's put on some gloves. Enough chitter chatter. I've wasted enough of your time. But here we go.
Do this.
Let's do this. Have you ever bought one of these things? Ever made one of these things? If this goes sideways, it was fun. That's what I'm going to say. So we got our can here. So yes, we've got the piece of tape there. We've marked on the top. Take that tape off after you take your little hole punch and you put it on the bottom. Do exactly the same thing on the bottom. Mark where you want your holes to be so they all line up nice and pretty like. Unless you don't care and, well, you're not very OCD like I am, then you could put your holes wherever you like. But this is what we're going to do. So we got your can. Hopefully this isn't going to be too loud. We're going to drill some holes for our door. We're going to drill some holes for the air. We're going to drill some holes on the bottom for some feet.
You want to move? Should we leave while you do the drill part?
Nope. Nope.
Guys, if it's too loud, let us know, and we'll just mute the noise part.
Yeah, if this gets too loud, let me know. Just leave a comment. Marcy's watching the comments. Let me know, and then we'll find out what happens here. So all we're doing here is just...
I can't hear a damn thing you're saying.
I didn't say anything until it was done. Just one hole there. So that's going to be our door. Okay. Then we're going to go around, but let's do it this way. Let's cut out the door first. No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
So you're supposed to be running this show or what?
I know. Let's put some breather holes on the bottom right now. All the way around. You still with me? I'm drilling. So this will let the air in the bottom to keep our little hobo stove going. If Paul's watching this, he's probably like, Corey, you're doing this all wrong.
A hole is a hole is all.
If Paul is watching this, he's probably making sure I'm taking care of his tools. So we've got our holes on the bottom. The can got a little kinky on me. It's one of those things, right? If you want, for now, we really don't need this right at this point in time, right? Let's drill some holes in the top.
Watch your fingers.
Make some more noise. Yeah, don't put the drill through your finger or anything. We'll just drill some holes. Whoa! This drill's got some power. Almost done. Almost done. Whoop, whoop. Simmer down there, drill. There we go. So if you see, this can, it's a holy can. It's not going to hold water, but it's going to hold a fire. So, you know what? While we're making noise, the very bottom, very important, never even thought of this, there's a hole in the dead center. So, the reason for that hole in the dead center is if you leave this outside and it rains or any moisture gets inside, that water's just going to sit in there, it's going to collect, and it's going to rot out this can even quicker. You know, I don't know exactly how long you get. We'll guess maybe a year out of this, but for the amount of time it takes you to build it, for the whole cost,
And the cost.
it's not a lot. If you're not using it a lot, it's going to last you way longer. If you're using it all the time, it might not last you as long. So this center hole, you just drill a hole, grab a socket, just grab a socket and extension, and put it in there, and then pound the top of the hammer so you get that little divot underneath that hole. So if there is any water, it's going to go right down there. So we need some feet. And the feet are going to be these bolts right here. Okay, so let's just get the drilling out of the way, and then we can start putting this puppy together. And I think I figured out the size. I did. So a couple more holes. Oh, didn't put that one in the right spot. And one more. So you can put as many feet as you want in there. I think 4 feet is going to be plenty. It's going to hold anything heavy. And then you're just going to put your, that's loud.
Well, and realistically, you're putting Jenga sticks in there. So, I mean, how heavy can it get?
Jenga sticks in your
Coffee pot.
And Marcy's favorite cast iron, well-seasoned frying pan that we're going to put on this. Show that it actually holds the weight. So, oh man, I wanted to fill this up with water.
Why?
I wanted to make sure that the bucket held water before I drilled holes in it.
Why?
I don't know. It's holy now. I can't put anything in it now. I don't want to. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of holes in it. So we're going to cut this door out. And hopefully, so if you could see that, all I'm doing is right where I put those little holes. I'm trying not to cut my fingers off. We're just going to cut this little door out. And we'll make it pretty. Don't worry, guys. It's not going to look like I just butchered a can. Well, it might, but it's going to work. I have faith. Hopefully you guys have faith in me too. Okay. So, hence why the gloves, guys, this is very, very sharp. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Looks like something already. It looks like a can with a bunch of holes in it. Sharp stuff. Here you go. So if you don't have a bunch of tools, you can probably find some cheap ones of these at any dollar store or hardware store or whatever. They're just some chin cutters.
This isn't that thick, so it's not like you need something heavy duty to cut it. It just makes it easier if you've got a nicer pair of whatever the hell that's called.
So there is a file that you can go ahead and don't make fun of the name. It's not the name of the company that makes this file. This file is actually called a Bassett file. So it's got filing on all 4 edges. You can go in there. I'm not going to do it right now because it's just going to be annoying noise like crazy. Go in there and clean up all the edges nice, make it all nice. It's still going to be sharp, but it's not going to be as sharp. So now we have our can.
Yes, true. Or you can borrow it from Paul. If you don't have it, go to your neighbor.
Yeah, if you guys don't have a hardware store near you, just get a hold of me. I'll head down to Paul's hardware store. No, I'm joking. I'll head down to Paul's hardware store and I'll ship it to you.
If you're lucky enough to have a neighbor nowadays, which seems to be the case on most accounts, that has tools that is lovely enough to loan them to you, try that. Because you'd be surprised at how many neighbors are friendly if you just go introduce yourself.
That's right. Lori says, hi, everyone. Thank you for coming, Lori. Okay. So this is where we are right now. Man, I could probably burn something in there as it is. So what we need to do, now that we've got...
There's a hole at the bottom.
I know, there's a hole in the bottom. Why is there holes in the bottom? So what we're actually going to do is we're going to drill 6 more holes. Hope you guys are following along because I'm a mess trying to figure this out. So we're just going to use a small drill bit because we're going to put a screen in the bottom of this. So right now, you could put something in here to burn. It's holy. It's going to get air. And if you want to stop here, then you could. But then the wood's going to end up sitting on the ash. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little screen in the bottom of that.
Hey, good idea.
So the ash falls through, the wood stays up, and it still allows air to get in so you don't end up smothering your fire. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to be smothered. I always worry about that when I go to bed, if Marcy's going to put a pillow over my face.
The thought has crossed my mind.
See? See? Guys, if something happens to me in the middle of the night, and if there's a pillow involved, you know it's Marcy that did it, okay? So that's what we wanted the coat hanger for. So if you're lucky enough to find some coat hangers that are metal and not plastic like most of them around here, if not, I'll hit up Paul's hardware store and maybe I can help you out. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to drill a couple holes, and we want this coat hanger to go through the bottom so we can put a screen on there so the mesh can sit on that screen. So that's what we're going to try and do here now. So if I was smart, I would guesstimate, or I would have a piece of tape and do it properly. But I'm going to say, I'm going to put one right under the door. Why am I going to put one of these coat hangers right under the door? Because that's actually where the wood's going to end up sitting. It's going to be most of the weight when you first put it in. So on the back side, I'm going to put a hole right here. And then I'll probably put one over to the side more. So we'll put one right here. We'll put one right here. Why? Just because I like making holes. And then we'll go to the other side. And we'll put more there once I realize exactly where I want that hole before I get ahead of myself. So I lied. We have to make some more noise because I have to drill some more holes. So the first one, don't drill your finger because, mind you, this would make an awesome video. No, just don't do it. So just go slow, guys. You don't want to ding the can up too much. And if I guessed right, that should be, it's not the right size drill bit. So I have two options. I either go with a bigger drill bit or I grab the file and I start filing all these coat hangers down to fit in the hole. I think we just got a bigger drill bit. Okay. So let's just grab a bigger drill bit. You know, these coat hangers probably were exactly the right size, but in the weather they probably swelled up like wood. The metal just expanded just a little bit too much. No, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So we're just going to drill some of these holes. Right through. Make my nice round can. Octagon shaped because I'm pushing too hard. Okay. So if I was to grab this coat hanger, does it go through the hole? It does. And is it going to go through the other side? Bob's your uncle. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let's see if we can get that in there with the light. There's the coat hanger right through there. So if you guys grab some pliers and just bend the tip of the coat hanger just a little bit, it'll stop it from going through. Then when you get it on the other side, can you see that? There's right there, just a little sharp thing. Then you can go ahead and bend that side as well. So you can pull it out if you want or leave it in there. But for the time being, we're just going to put it in the hole. I had it in the hole. It came out of the hole. And I'm just going to bend it just a little bit so it doesn't come out. So then we're just going to take one of our other ones, which I Apparently, I decided not to drill a hole for yet. Right there. Drill a little hole. Marvelous. Take that one. Put it through the hole. Come on. Get in the hole. There we go. Right there, guys. Right there. Give that a little bend. You can all clean this up. Make these bends really nice after. So far we've got 2 in there. Right there. Now we're just going to put another one in there. Where did my holes go? Right there. And this one's going to go right there. So I need a hole here. Right there. Marvelous. Now you got to look in the can and find out if you can see the hole. There we go. Right there, we got one more in there. Oh, we're flying now. And I think we're more than halfway done already. Where did the time go? So we're even going to put one more in. Right across from here to here. Why? Because I have it and coat hangers are cheap. So that one's going to go from here in the hole. Thread it inside. And we'll pop it out right there. One more hole. There we go. Holy, we're flying. Come on, get in there. You can do it. I have faith. There we go. So normally you'd have a crisscross in there. Apparently I've made quite a cool design. I have to show you this. Normally you'd have a crisscross in there. I have an X in there. Now I have some supporting pieces for the wood. So let's see if you can see that in there. Let's get that real close up there. So that is the coat hangers inside. So what that's actually going to do, that's going to hold the mesh in there. Hi, Van Vita Travels. Thank you for coming. That's going to hold, Marcia says, hi, Van Vita. That's going to hold the mesh in there. So this ash screen, not ash screen, ash screen. This is what we're going to use. The expandable metal. There's many different things that you can use it for, but we're actually going to use it for this.
So ash screen, hard to forget.
So what you want to do is you want to cut it more or less just about the same, just a little smaller than the diameter of the can. So again, stuff's actually really easy to cut, but it's very sharp, so keep that in mind.
Kind of like a cheesecake, you know, the bottom part is smaller than the ring around it.
Yeah.
Same kind of idea.
Make one side a little flat, and I'll explain why. One of those edges is going to be a little flat. So if you actually look at this, it's round. Just a second, I got to cut that off. It's round, but then the rest is flat. It's got a little flat edge right here, and you'll see why. So let me finish cutting this, and then you'll see it probably a little bit better. So just take your 10 snips. Stuff cuts really, really easy.
No. Finley does not know what to do with this heater. She's like, what the heck?
And then you will have a nice round. You can see that. I know the light isn't, camera's not picking up so good, but there's a flat right here. This part's kind of flat. So when you put this in, you're going to take this and you're going to stick it in your can. Stick it in the can. Put it in the can. Turn it the way you want it. And you're going to try and put that flat part a little bit at the front.
Why?
You'll see. The magic is still yet to come.
Why?
You'll see.
Okay, just tell me.
The magic is still yet to come.
That's what you promise all the time.
So now if you can see, we'll see if the camera picks that up. There is that coat hanger in there. There is that mesh in there. So that means the ash and stuff like that will fall right through.
Hey, RV DJ, how you doing?
Hey, RV DJ, thanks for coming. That ash will fall right through. and that will help not smother your fire, hopefully. So now we've got our holes, we've got our bottom in there, we've got this funky little door, which is still sharp. I will file that later on so I don't drive you guys crazy like nails on a chalkboard to make that all nice. But we're not done. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to stick a piece of that mesh in the front of the door, which will allow you to put wood in that way or allow you to put wood in through the top, but then you just don't have this opening in the very front, so the wood's going to stick out or anything like that. Plus, you know what?
Pop out, depending what kind of wood you're burning.
That's right. And, you know,
perfect for this to put wood in is if you guys have seen people doing stuff out of pallets. Pallets are really good to burn in this because you can chop it up really small.
that's right. Free wood.
Yeah,
Definitely free wood. And the other reason, so you know when you're out camping and there's nothing like a romantic fire and you stare at the fire and, you know, you have that romantic moment and, you know, you're cuddling up, whether you're cuddling to your significant other or a beer or whatever, or a pop or whatever it is that somebody...
Got 4 guys watching you over the shoulder. Because this is the bomb, I'm telling you guys.
So here's
It'll take you, what, half an hour if you're not yakking your face off to really get this going?
I'm a yakker.
Like, have a little teeny bonfire wherever you want.
So the hole is so you can look at the flame. Part of when you're camping or out in the wilderness.
Air too.
Well, air too, but you like to look at the fire. I like to look at the fire.
Like a flute.
Yeah, so I like to look at the fire. So we're going to put a little mesh in the front. So here's our little mesh. You just cut a little square piece of mesh in there, and that's going to be used to cover the front. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a little, I don't know what you want to call it, a little place to support it. So we're just going to cut a little piece at the top. Whoa. That's why safety first. Wear your safety glasses. I can't believe I've kept these on through most of this video so far. So all we've done, see if you can see that there without this can in the way. So all we've done there is we've just cut a little notch out. So the reason for the notch, now why we have it flat on the inside and when we put that mesh on the bottom, the flat part is at the front of the door.
Also, it slides down in there.
So it slides down in there.
Smart.
So it helps keep the mesh in the bottom. Since the top part is going to wrap around the top a little bit, that mesh is going to help keep it down. So that's why you're going to have that mesh a little flat on the bottom and not completely round. Makes sense? It wasn't my idea, but it makes a lot of sense. So then you just take this mesh here.
Everybody needs a Paul hardware guy.
Everybody needs a Paul hardware guy.
But if you don't have a Paul hardware, we will help you with that. We will show you what Paul is on.
So now all you do is you take the mesh, you put it in there, you curl it around the top. Look at that. There's your mesh in the front. Don't forget to file that all off, make it all pretty. There's it on the inside. Let's see if you guys can see that on the inside. Got to get some fancy camera work going on. Look at that. So it allows you to put wood to the top, to the bottom. Take your little 6 inches. Remember, this is roughly 6 inches. Get some of that pallets, 6 inches. Fits in there perfectly. You just put that in there. Look at that. Cut that up, light it, and it's going to work great. So now you're saying, well, that's awesome, right? How am I supposed to stick a pot on that? It's going to go right through the hole. Well, Marcy, if you can do me a big favor and grab me a cast iron frying pan. So when we're done, we can put that on. So the one thing I forgot, because I'm having way too much fun. We can go ahead and take these out. See, this is the thing about doing live. Probably over there somewhere. This is the thing about doing live. Y'all screw up. I have legs. No, I literally have legs, but we need to put legs on. And I forgot. So all you need is some nuts, bolts, some washers, a lock washer. Put this in there through that cool hole in the bottom. Put your washer on top. Put your nut on top. get that in there. And you know what? We're going to make this easy. You do that 3 more times. What's a stove without feet? You got to have feet. So again, your nut, your bolt. Oh, look, cast iron frying pan. We're not ready yet. I forgot to put feet on. But that's okay.
It mentioned feet, and then
I mentioned
right over.
I mentioned feet and then I skipped right over. So again, bolt, washer, lock washer, put it through, another washer. There's a washer in there somewhere. There it is. And if you have any horseshoes up your, like I do, when you mess up and you start drilling your holes for your coat hanger to go through, you're lucky enough that it's not in the way when you're going to go and put these on. So that's that one. Again, washer, lock washer, washer, 2 nuts. Oh, washer on the bottom. Throw that washer in there. There you go. Putting the feet on, baby. Putting the feet on. So now we're putting some feet on. Oh,
Putting how many washers?
1 washer, 2 washers. So that's a bolt there. They're roughly a 1/2 inch bolt, if I remember correctly. They're about 2 inches long, and they're 3/8 bolt. So I put a nut on there. I put a washer on there. I put a lock washer on there. I stick it through the hole, and I know that there is some type of. I was getting so lucky.
For those of us that don't know all this stuff, so say it's me watching this.
Yeah.
You put what? And what way?
So I'll show you in the next one. I'm holding on to this one in there. It's kind of hard to feel their way with gloves on. And then the one nut.
Are these the things?
Yeah, those are the things, sweetheart. What's she eating?
And like,
You don't watch little Finn. She'll get into things.
she is a Hoover. She's absolutely a Hoover. She will eat anything she finds on the floor.
Alrighty. So we got our 3 on there.
Okay.
So
Which one? Put it in order right there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Let's get this stuff out of it.
Okay, this. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera.
You're going to put on that nut. Go and throw that nut on.
What?
Throw the nut on
No,
there.
I'm gonna show. Give me the order it goes in.
So nut, washer, lock washer, through the can, then washer and nut.
So let's see if I can get that up.
Look at that. The lovely assistant.
Other way. That's my deal.
It's not as easy as you thought,
It's
huh?
like backwards. Okay, that's what he's putting on there. It's a lot of washers.
That's a lot of washers. Because we don't want it, this is going to get warm and we don't want the bolt to go right through, right? So, okay guys, we're on the home stretch. Nut, washer, lock washer. Don't drop it. I've been doing good about not dropping things. There's my 4th hole in the bottom, on the top. Screw it in. Now you can take your socket, some wrenches, and just give those a little bit more of a tighten up.
So your feet don't fall off.
So my feet don't fall off. So that's that one. This is this one. And this one. And then this one. There we go. We got legs. Awesome. Now we have some legs. Look at that. My little hobo stove. It can walk on its own. So if I would have did this in the right order, we would have put the legs on before putting this awesome mesh in the bottom. Again, you want that flat part in there.
R2D2.
What's that?
Kathleen says put a battery in it and you have an
R2D2. I know. That's actually. So then we stick our mesh back in there. Just like so. Then we've got our beautiful screen door that we stick back on. Put that in there. It's like deja vu, guys. It's like you've seen this part before. There. So now there's the screen on the bottom. Catch all your ash. You've got your screen door on there so you can look at the pretty little fire. You've got all your breather holes and you have feet so it can walk on its own. So you could, if you really wanted, you could take your frying pan, your cast iron frying pan, put it on there, and it's going to be sturdy. But there's two things. The first thing is you're cutting off a lot of air by doing this, right?
Oh, look how pretty my cast iron looks.
I know your cast iron looks all nice and seasoned.
I've had that for 50. Well, I have had it. It's been in the family for 50 years.
So what you can do is if you find some of this stuff, I don't know what it's called, it's metal strapping they use for duct work, something like that. You can use any type of metal strapping. If you want, you could use some more coat hangers across the top, just something that's going to be strong enough. So what we've done here is we've taken some of this metal strapping and we have put a notch in the one side, notch in the other side, and a notch right down the center, halfway through. So the reason we did this, we also did it on another piece. So we've got two pieces. So these two pieces will slip together just like that. With the notch.
Your coffee pot will sit on there because the coffee pot, your percolator is not going to sit on that circle. It's going to be a little bit smaller. Maybe you have tipping problems. That will help that.
That's right. So this is going to allow you to look at this. Boom. Look at that. Now that's going to give you some air coming into the sides. It's going to lift off your kettle, your pan, whatever it may be, off the top. There it is. If you want to get all fancy, you could grab some heat paint, spray this all nice, make it look like a little barbecue or whatever, some black heat paint or whatever. But now, look. You know what's even cooler? I managed to build this. Scary. Look at that. And sturdy. It's not like it's gonna tip. Like that is sturdy.
So let's say you don't have, and that's heavy.
This is very heavy.
Pretend this is a percolator coffee pot. It's gonna sit on there and just make your coffee in the morning. You're gonna be happy now.
So just a little bit of wood. And you can take this anywhere. It doesn't take up a bunch of room. If you go someplace, you know what, you're boondocking, whatever it may be, and you're someplace that doesn't have fire pits or anything like that, you just pull this puppy out of your cupboard, wherever.
We're going to do one more camping trip, I'm sure. Well, we're going to try it.
We're going to do a couple more camping trips. Marcia doesn't know what she's talking about.
I will say on camera, one, so far in the winter, but we'll try this and videotape it for the coffee in the morning and let you know how long it takes to heat it up and how long it takes for your coffee to percolate on there. That's a good one, I think. A test drive, so to speak.
How long it takes to heat it up?
Well, to put your coffee up there and get your hot water going for your coffee.
Can't I light it now?
We're going to light it. See, I should have my coffee pot out here. Then you can see how long it takes to boil water.
I know.
Where the heck is it?
The big coffee pot? I'm not sure. The little one? I'm not sure. So guys, what do you think so far? Pretty cool? Something you would do? I think this is awesome. You should see the other one that we're going to do. It's a little bit more miniature stove looking, but this is awesome. I am so tempted. I know we're in the shop here. I might have to open a door and then you guys probably won't see me, but I'm so tempted to light it.
Yeah.
You just won't
I
see
want to
me.
oil something on it.
Maybe.
Isn't it cute? It's really cute.
This is awesome. So my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Or if you go boondocking somewhere and they don't have a fire pit and you need to warm up some soup or your coffee, it's perfect. And you're not using all your propane.
So my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man down at Paul's hardware store, he was showing me that he was building these, came over to show me, and I'm like, I'm jealous.
Awesome.
That is so cool. I want to build one. So here it is. And then I decided if I'm going to do it, and I wanted to do it live this weekend anyways, why not do it at the same time? What could possibly go wrong?
I get the whole hobo concept, obviously, just hit me. People with the, the garbage cans, the big garbage cans. This is just a smaller scale that you can carry with you, and you can heat up food wherever you go with this little teeny tiny thing and a little bit of wood.
So we're all about safety. Can you do me a favor? You see what that thing over there by the side of the door? It's red. Can you bring that over? So we're all about safety.
Are we playing charades? What's going on here?
No. To the right. Right beside the door.
Corner?
Yep, right there. Yep. So we're all.
Okay, seriously, it's little. Do you really feel like that's going to happen?
So we're all about safety first here on Camping with Clammy.
Is that okay? Now I'm getting nervous though. Should we put like metal down? Hey, a cookie sheet. Let me get a cookie.
I have metal,
A
right?
cookie sheet.
Yeah, okay, we could do that. Should we light this?
Yeah.
So
okay, wait.
I gotta see comments saying, should I go ahead and light this right now?
Yeah, we need some input, people.
Give me some input. Should I try and light this right now?
Is it too dangerous? We do have some heaters going on in the garage at the moment because like mine do.
You can also use a
What
large.
do you guys say?
Waiting to find out if they think I should light this and blow myself up.
Okay, so it's like 45 here, which is way.
45
You
degrees?
can also use a large sterno can in it. What's a sterno can?
I don't know. Oh, I know what that is.
Light
It's
it,
already.
light it, come on.
I know. Somebody's got to say whether I should light it. You know what?
Yes, man, make fire.
Okay, so if I am going to light it, it's all about safety first here on Camping with Clammy.
What's that sound? Burn the house down?
So
But don't. Just saying.
I do want to see it go. Or,
What am I? Oh, cookie sheet.
or if I don't light it, we do have another video coming up. Mike, fire it up. We do have another video coming up where I'm actually making that miniature stove, which is really cool. Really cool. Miniature hobo, miniature stove. Not quite sure. Same idea. I'm not going to do it in a live. I'm just going to make the video of us making it. It's actually really cool. And it looks really nice too. I think we should try and just, we should try. We should.
So it's not staying on the wood. Frankly, that makes me a little bit.
But if I open up this big door behind
Do
me,
you need to though?
you're probably not going to
I
see
don't
me.
think
It's
so,
going to get
no.
pretty smoky in
I
there.
don't think
if
you
I
need to.
get- I'll get pretty smoky.
I'm gonna bet you don't need to. If we do, I can just push the button. Just go for it.
No, it's going to get pretty
You got a
smoky.
fire? Okay, how much safer can we be?
I am pretty safe,
and
but.
Paul's just down the street. I could probably yell for him. Paul, help!
So that, you know what? Here's what we'll do is we'll load it up.
Try it without. If we have to, it takes 2
No.
seconds to open the door.
Here's what we'll do.
And you'll get too much wind, I think. It'll get-
Here's what we'll do. I'm not going to actually light it inside the shop. We'll get it. Just a sec. I got an idea.
Boo.
We'll load it up.
Boo.
I'll take it just outside the door and then I'll light it up. I don't want to really light in here. It's going to make it quite smoky in here when you first light it anyways. But let's
Oh,
give
it's
let's
so ventilated. I'll open
let's-
the door.
let's give this a whirl. Okay?
Live on a wild side, man.
Let's give this a whirl.
No.
No,
Fighters giving you hints.
a little. I'm not lighting it in here, sweetheart. Excuse me while I go downstairs. I got to make some kindling. This is a little bit too big to start the fire, I think. So just bear with me. I'll be right back, guys. I'm not far away.
Oh, I still want my pot. Put on there. Pepper.
I took the elevator back up, guys. My feet were sore. Okay, so we got a little bit of kindling here. A little bit of paper. If you don't have paper, use leaves. It's all about living on the wild side. A little bit of paper in there. A little bit more. Guys, if I catch on fire, do you know where to find me? And some little bit of wood. We're just going to stick that in there.
Well, I'll put you up before you came on tonight. Don't worry about it.
Stick that in there. Stick that in there. Stick that in there.
No, we got it on a cookie sheet, Kathleen.
No, the paint can't handle on there. That does go back on. It helps move it around.
Oh, yeah.
That in there. That in there. That in there. So there's a handle right there. Let's throw that puppy on there. Thank you, Kathleen. I almost forgot about that. That is going to help you carry it around. Why can I build this thing, but I can't get the paint can handle in? What the heck is up with that? Try this again.
It's so cute. I like it.
There we go. There we go. So you got your handle. You got your screen on the front. You got some wood in there. And I'm only going to put a little bit of wood in there. You can just lift the screen door up a little bit to help light the fire and then push it back down after. Just like so. And then get a match. But apparently I wasn't prepared.
Oh, you need that?
I don't know. We'll soon find out.
Take your glove off and you melt your glove.
I'll melt my glove.
You'll melt your glove. You're totally going to melt your glove.
Here, we'll do it this way. We will do it this way.
Light a piece of paper.
Just 1 second here. I got to go back downstairs. Do I take the elevator or I take the stairs?
We use 911 too, Kathleen. And we don't need 911 because we got meat. And I'll put the fire out. Don't you worry.
You're going to put the fire out, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Some in there. Oh.
Flame on, flame on, flame on.
This is going to smoke like crazy in here.
I'll open the door. I got this. Don't worry.
Burn, baby, burn.
The roof, the roof, the roof is all.
Okay, see that? That's just a little bit. Oh, watch my smoke detector go off. There we go.
You're good.
There we go, guys. It is lit. The Hobo Stove works.
Yeah.
Look at that. The Hobo Stove works, guys. Cast iron frying pan right on there, heating it up. Get some biscuits and gravy.
Pepper's on there for salsa.
Peppers on there for salsa. And it's burning very, very clean. I'm actually inside the shop right now.
Not a lot of smoke at all.
Not a lot of smoke at all. Garage door is open just a little bit,
This is not how you send smoke
but not a lot of smoke at all, guys.
Smoke signals happen.
Cool. Cool. This is awesome, guys.
What do you guys think? I think that's pretty cool.
Awesome. So I'm just going to move this before it gets too big and starts crinkly crackling
Onto the cement.
onto the cement. Got a lid. Put the lid on. And it's still going. Awesome.
Crack-a-lackin'.
It's crack-a-lackin'. It's a crack-a-lackin'. Can you open up the door?
You want me to get a video on it?
Nope.
It's on heat. Are you feeling heat from it?
There's definitely heat coming out. I just don't want to leave it the other way. You're probably not going to see me here in a minute because the door is opening.
Oh, put that on and off the light. Hey. You can put it out with water.
Yeah, can you grab some? But that is it, guys.
Okay, how is this possible? We're not even camping. I walk over that thing thing and the smoke goes right in my face.
I don't know.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Every time we camp.
I don't know.
We're not even camping.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you... I'm so dark. So the door's open now. I can't see. What do you guys think? Was that pretty cool? That's awesome. It's all smoky in here now. I could use fire extinguisher to put it out, but you know what? It's such a small can. I can just use water to put it out. Oh, look at that go.
Wait. Let's see.
No, you can't move that. No, you can't move it. Awesome. If you had to put it out,
A little bit of water.
probably half a coffee cup puts it out. Thumbs up. Did you guys like it?
Can't see you at all with that.
Can't see. I know you can't see me. It's out. You can go ahead and hit the button.
Okay. Are you sure it's out?
It's out. It's out.
Pick it up. Let's see it.
It's out. It's all good. I lit that in the garage. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's like magic. The light. You'll be able to see me. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That
I love that thing.
is amazing, guys.
Oh,
that
show them what your next thing
is. Nope, that's a secret.
Oh, really? Come on, it's your live friends. There's not
That
people
is
here.
a secret.
You can't show a little bit?
A sneak
A
peek
sneak peek?
of the miniature
That's the
stove to
coolest
come.
little thing, I'm telling you, this sucker's cool.
It's a sneak peek
Okay,
of
the
it.
hobo thing is really cool. I love it. Like, I think that's great. It'll be great for coffee, a nice little fire real quick, not so much wood, or warm up your little space.
Okay, do me a favor. Put it right there.
It's awesome.
And then grab the lid because it has a door on it. I will give you, what do you think? Do we still need this? We're good right now?
I think we're good.
Hi, Aaron. Thank you for coming.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
That, we're probably good with this.
Here, I'll need
We're not lighting it.
Darn it.
You'll need it. Why do you need it?
The
No.
roof. The roof. The roof is on fire.
We are not lighting that.
No, all right.
Nope.
All right,
So,
all right.
wait.
Okay, I'm not putting it.
So, the miniature stove. You're definitely going to keep an eye on the channel because we do have the miniature stove, which isn't going to be alive, guys.
Oh,
I am going to make the video this way. If I slice off a finger or anything like that, you know, it is. But look at this. The miniature stove, we step up the game. This is the lid for the miniature stove. Oh, ta-da! With a door. Wow. Look at that. We're going to actually have, the lid is going to have a door. Now, you may think that this is going to go on top. No, that'd be another hobo stove. We're going to make a miniature stove. So that means that this has to be the front of it. You remember those old cast iron barrel stoves that you used to have in the house or shop or wherever? Oh,
think small space. Think camper.
sneak peek. You only get a sneak peek. You see, look at that. It's got a chimney. So it's going to zoom in and zoom out because if you want to see this whole thing, you want to see the build. And we're going to light this one up and we're going to get all nice and toasty warm. And if you cheat and just watch the channel, you'll know that I'm going to put a thumbnail and you'll kind of know what it looks like. But how did we do it?
We'll show the whole thing.
Bam.
Show it.
Bam, guys. This is the miniature stove. Look at that. Chimney and everything. Okay.
Isn't it cute?
No drooling. You can't see too much of it because then you know what?
Stove miniaturized, Kathleen. You are
A
correct.
pot belly
Isn't it
stove
cute?
miniaturized. That
And on a budget.
on a budget. So most of you that watch us, you know our channel is staying within a very, very small budget. And that is a little pot belly stove done on a budget. It's awesome. That one's going to be cool. People say you can't cook on it or whatever because it's not like the hobo stove, but you can. You can put a little grate over the top. It's going to be cool.
If you makeshift like a little grate with legs on it, so you can set it over, just like you would do on a fire, a pit fire, you could probably do it on top of that.
Again, guys, Here is the Hobo Stove.
What would that take you? I mean, realistically, with talking and everything, it's been like an hour, but if you were just doing it, it'd take you like what, 20 minutes?
If I had to redo one of these, now that I know how to do it,
Really
probably 20 minutes, half an hour, if you know what you're doing, or if you had all the stuff there and you're not chit-chatting like crazy.
What, nuts and bolts in the can, so $5, $6?
Probably do it for about $6.
Under 10, let's say under 10 to be safe.
Oh, for sure under 10.
Under 10 and a pallet, and you are having it.
For sure under 10 you could do this. Absolutely.
You are making coffee.
I know, I should have made coffee
every
this
day.
morning
I
out of
know,
this.
darn it, I'm so mad.
What the heck?
I know.
Why weren't you thinking about it?
I was making chili.
It's all your fault. Oh, yeah, right, you're making chili. Hobo Stove. Dirt cheap. Out of a paint can. If you have an old paint can you can clean out, then it costs you even less if you got to go buy a paint can for a couple bucks. But awesome. As you saw,
Kathleen says their tool shed is full of all sorts of odds and ends that'll give the guys incentive to go clean it out, find material, and build a stove. Yes, ma'am.
there you go, Kathleen.
That'd be really cool. Like if you're just in your backyard and you have like a couple of chairs and it's wintertime, you got a little table instead of buying one of those big fire pits. It's your own little fire pit for under $10. And you can roast marshmallows.
Roast marshmallows?
Yeah, why not?
Roast marshmallows?
Sure.
What is with you and marshmallows? I don't even like marshmallows.
I really like them that much. It's cool to roast them though. You know.
So guys, I will try and redo the description of this live/video, and I'll actually put in what we use and what you actually need for it.
Are you going to be able to do a video out of this?
Yeah, it's a video now.
Okay, do it right now. I see people do it all the time. Do a
No, I've already got the thumbnail.
thumbnail. Okay, well,
Thumbnail is already
I just
done.
thought it'd be fun to watch you do it. Sorry.
She's watching. What Marcy's saying is she watches videos and all of a sudden I guess they haven't come up with their thumbnail, haven't made their thumbnail. So in the middle of the video they're like, oh, it's time to do a thumbnail. And then they take that spot in the video and they edit it to make their thumbnail.
What a cool Boy Scout. Were you ever in the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts? You know when you have to earn badges and stuff?
No.
That would be a cool little thing. No?
No,
You didn't do that?
I never went to Girl Scouts.
No?
No.
Boy Scouts had to get their badges. What a cool little thing for them to get a badge. You know? I don't know what badge that is, but you know.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. It kept them busy and out from under my feet for hours. If you guys liked it, please do us a favor. Please make sure that you smash that thumbs up. If you can, once this post, please share it out. It was lots of fun to have all of you in here hanging out with me and Marcy today. Well, I decided making a video/live. Didn't know if this was going to work today.
Tell us if you like this kind of live. What do you think?
Yeah, if you actually like this type of live where we actually do something and try and learn together and have multiple cameras and stuff like that while we do this, you know what? Please leave a comment. After this goes to video as well, leave a comment in the chat because it was a blast. I was nervous about it in the beginning. Wasn't sure it was going to work out. It was a blast. You know what? It smells like campfire.
It does.
I smell a little bit of campfire. I know. I think maybe we should, get the camper going. And what do you think? When we go out, we'll have to take that with us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're making coffee on it. I've decided.
Making coffee on it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please smash that red button and become part of the camper camp. Rewind.
What's your name?
Part of the Camping with Clammy family. Also, smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to ding that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time we put out a video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.